Hi Violeta, so your mom and I had spoken before this. She wanted to talk to me because she said that you were having trouble in school right now. She said that you're doing very, very good throughout the week. You go Monday through Thursday, getting really, really good grades, but on Friday, you seem to not be performing so well in school. Before we get into this, though, I want to go over with you about a topic that I usually go with every student that I work with. It's about confidentiality. So you could tell me anything, and I will keep it to myself. So anything you could tell me, I won't tell your mom unless you want me to tell her. But there is one thing that I would have to report. If you are hurting yourself, if you are hurting others, or there's someone currently being hurt, then that's something that I would have to report. But if that ever comes about in our conversations, I will make sure to go and talk to you first about it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, how is school for you then? Let's dive into that. Like, how do you feel about school?
Well, school is boring like everybody thinks, but
You think it's boring?
yeah, it's boring, but it's. I also like to be challenged here and there.
Yeah. What's your favorite subject, Emma?
It's currently it's math.
Math?
Yeah.
Is that a challenge for you? Is that why you like it, or?
I like it because it has they give me like they try to I have a teacher that we have we learned it's currently 2 months till the NWA test, so we have learned way more than the other math classes.
Oh,
And so
okay.
he tries to he has like his own books,
Mhm.
so he like rips out some challenging pages and he prints it out and he challenges us with it, and so he doesn't teach us, but when people get A's and B's, well, he has like jolly ranchers and stuff like that.
Oh, so he gives you rewards?
Yeah, he gives us rewards and stuff like that.
And that's why you like that class, because it's a little bit challenging, but you like the teacher, right?
Yeah.
So then, what's your worst? Like, what subject don't you like?
I don't like reading or writing.
How come?
It's because honestly, it's just complicated because they're talking about cognates and then learning more things like they're talking about syllables, but like syllables like the cognates like uh, mixed in with syllables, and I honestly don't understand.
You don't understand it?
Yeah.
Have you tried to talk to your teacher about it?
Yeah.
Or asked her for help?
Yeah, I try to ask her for like extra credit work because I currently have a D in that class. So.
Okay, so that's the class your mom might be talking about. What are your current grades?
My current grades, well, first quarter I got A's, B's, and 1C.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went into student portal and I currently have 1F, 1D, and then I have a C and I have B.
Oh, we have to talk about that. What is going on? What happened in the beginning of the semester that changed now?
Well, the C turned from it turned from a D to a C because I asked for some extra credit work because I wanted to be like the AB honor roll, but I didn't get into that because it was like a week after the program pickup. So.
Oh, okay. So did you just give up?
So, I wouldn't say I gave up. I tried to get the good grades, so that's how I went from a D to a C.
Okay.
And yeah.
So what's the F in?
Currently it's in social science.
Social science.
Yeah. I don't participate as much as the teacher wants me to.
Yeah. Do you have the same teacher for every class?
No.
No.
Reading and writing is Miss McGee. Math and science is Mr. K.
Okay, so you have at least one teacher for 2 subjects?
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you like those teachers? Do you think that may have an impact in how you perform in your class?
Well, I think yeah, because they're really they're both like scary. I would say because they scare me like. Because if I don't come a day to school, I go the other day being scared for what we had and how many F's I had because in math we get like 3 tests or 5 tests each day.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so he tries to advance our NWA questions for like 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, so we can get more points.
Okay.
End of the year, so we can get our those 10 points so we can pass for it.
But why do you think they're scary though? Do they say mean things to you?
They honestly just they just give us 4 simple rules. Pay attention, be there, get good grades, and just do your best.
So they're strict, you would say. Yeah.
Yeah, they're strict, but they're terrifying.
They're terrifying.
Yeah, because they get mad for the easiest things. Because we have 412 and 413. I switched with 412 to their teacher for math and science, and they're advanced 4th graders, and they're always comparing us to them. They're like, how come they always get A's and B's, and you guys get A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's? Because we have like the sticker chart in math.
And they see that?
Yeah, and we get on Friday. We count how many A's and B's we got, and then we add it up and we put how many stickers and A's we got, and then 412 always beats us by.
So it's for the whole class, like all together?
Yeah. And then we have a separate sticker chart for how many A's we got. So.
Like by yourself?
Yeah.
And how many A's do you get a week?
A week, I'll say I'll get about. I'll get about 5 A's a week, and the rest are B's or C's.
And how many is it all together?
Altogether, I believe right now, I don't know how many stickers I have.
But they're by week, right?
Yeah.
So how many can you get in a week?
In a week, we could get up to 20 stickers. If we get up to more, the math teacher rewards us with like sketchbooks or
okay.
Or toys or stuff like that.
So you get when you get 20 A's, or how does that work again?
She rewards us we have Marlene, Caesar, Christopher. Table 1 and Table 3 have like the smartest kids.
Okay.
So they're like always. Well, we go from like the people that get a lot of A's get like a big one, and the people who get like 4 A's less than the other person, they get like a so-so one. Well, that's what we get. We do one each. The A's count each 2 months, I think. Yeah. So the kid fills up all of the spaces. We turn it in, and he counts the sticker chart to see what people got way more than other people. And it's always those 4 kids. Because Marlene got 20 points last year, and Christopher got 10 points last year. And Caesar got 15, and then another one got, I believe, 17, 16.
Are they your friends? Those kids?
I talk to them. I believe I'm their friend.
You believe you're their friend?
I believe I'm their friend. Yeah.
Okay. And usually, I was talking to your mom, right? Talking about grades and stuff. How does your mom know about grades? Do your teachers send out letters at home, or?
Well, basically, I just tell her the grade.
So you tell her?
Yeah, I tell her.
Are you honest when you tell her?
Well,
don't worry, I won't tell her.
I tell her here and there that I got A's or B's, but sometimes I get like per week. I'll say I'll get 2 D's, maybe more. It depends. It depends on what kind of day I'm having and what kind of week I'm having.
Yeah. So what does that mean? If you're tired, does that interfere with how you do in school, or if you eat breakfast?
Well, I honestly don't eat breakfast or lunch, so
no.
No.
You have to. That affects your performance in school. But what about sleep?
Sleep. Well, I wake up at 6 and I go to sleep at 10. So.
Okay, so you get 8 hours of sleep around there.
Yeah.
Do you study then? Maybe when you have tests, if you don't get a good grade, can you see it like if you did study or if you didn't study, if you studied maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
I usually just go over the notes that we wrote that week. I just go over them and try to remember them as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to school that day just hoping I get a B or a C.
Okay, so does that usually work out for you? Like when you do that and you get an A, do you feel like it works?
Not as often as I want it to,
Mm-hmm.
but well, I believe as much. I have the review test of the week. If we got it, and so I basically just try to remember stuff as much as I could. Cause I think only 2 times I got an A or a B on it, and the rest were D's or F's. Honestly.
For the review test?
Yeah.
When do they give out the review test?
Each Friday or Monday, depends.
Each Friday or Monday.
Yeah.
So then you take that review test and then you take like the actual test a few days later.
Well, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that because with the beginning of the year, we were just reviewing our multiplications and knew them, so we could keep on going with the other stuff because they don't have to do with multiplication and dividing and stuff like that. And so we always graded those. I got a B or C because I don't know the answer on them because we only got a minute to answer it.
Oh, you only got a minute to answer.
And yeah, it's like those. I don't know. It's like answer 100 questions under a minute of multiplication, and it's So basically, I answered like 50 or 60% of them, so I got a B or C each time I did it.
Compared to your other students in the class, were they doing much higher though?
Yeah.
It's 1 minute and 100 questions. I feel like that's a lot.
They honestly believe that we already learned it. They believe that we learned it in 3rd grade and in 4th grade.
Okay.
But we have the table in the back. Mr. K, he's really fair to everybody. So the back table is like students that really do want to do better, but they don't. They get D's or F's, and because he always asks us. And he tells us, kids in the back table over there, I would put you on one of these tables, but if I put you in one of them, they wouldn't accept you there. They'll come and tell me that they don't want you on their table, and then he always goes table by table. Do you want so and so in your table? And they always answer no. He tries to give people he's really fair to people in the class. So that class is like, it's because I get really scared honestly, because I have like I don't want to say anxiety, but I get okay. They put a test in front of me. I start answering all the right answers because he always tells me, Violet always gets right answers, but she overthinks the answers and gets them half of the questions wrong. She really tries hard, but
he told you that, or did he tell your mom,
or
does he say to the class?
He tells me and he tells my mom when it was 1st quarter before pickup. He tells her that Violetta has she never gives up, honestly, because it's me and another kid in my class that we're almost like the same, but I don't want to say the same because I feel like he's like I basically have we have like from half of math class to finish it, and he always gives me and that kid, he moves us up to the round table to finish the test, and we finished it by turning it in like it's literally 10 to me.
So you take longer than every other?
Yeah, every other kid turns it in like half of the time that we take.
Okay. But it's okay. If he gives you the time to take the test, I think you should take advantage of it. And you feel like you get nervous when you get the test?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he gives me the test, and I look at it like, oh my goodness, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But you studied though. You said you looked over your notes.
yeah, he gives us, well, first half from 8
Mm-hmm.
8 and down is new stuff that we learned. 8 and up is the old stuff that we learned. So 8 and up, I always get that half right. The other half, I get like most of them wrong.
Okay.
So that's why he always gives us that. He says to circle the questions that we don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go over it a few minutes before we start the test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that help you a little?
It helps me remember stuff and just go, because it also he always calls her name out. Like he goes like Violetta Caesar and we need to say we got an A, we got a B as in boy, we got a C as in cat, we got a D as in dog. And yeah, so he does that, and then he also lets other kids read our paper.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to go, because it takes him like, I think like after the night to grade all of those papers, because there's like 25 kids in that class.
So you grade other kids' papers in the class?
Yeah.
Right after you take the test.
Yeah.
So you get your grade, back that same day in that same class.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you usually feel like, let's say, like, oh, today I felt like I did good on this test, so you feel confident, and you get the score that you thought you were gonna get, or does it usually come out the other way?
It comes out the other way, honestly.
Yeah. Have you tried to? Well, you said you've asked your teacher for like extra credit work, or like extra work. Do you feel like those maybe help you out as well, or?
Yeah. The first semester, I was failing math, and I asked him, can I get some extra credit work because I don't want to fail math? He said, yeah, sure. He gave me 2 pages, and I finished and I had to turn them in the other days and he could put it into the grade book. Well, I honestly say that those 2 grades got me up to a C.
So they helped you up a little bit. That's good.
I tried as much to do as best as I could. Because he's one of those teachers that he wants to joke around and also have fun. Because we play a game called Silent Ball, and like all of us don't like to play, but he says I need to play 2 games a week.
You got to play 2
games a week, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm the score.
Okay. So you want to fix your grades, right?
Yeah.
That's nothing that you don't want to go against, because your mom was telling you that you do have a problem with keeping up your grades at the end of the week. But that is something you want to do. Do you feel like maybe you start off with good energy at the beginning of the week, and then at the end of the week you kind of drain off because you know the weekend is coming?
Yeah, it's because the math teacher always tells me I doubt myself too much. He says, when I give you a test, I see, because I take my paper before turning it in. I circle the answers that I think I'm going to get wrong, and I count them. I count them how much I think I'm going to get wrong, and then I keep the number in my head. When he gives the grade, like minus 11, and I'm like, okay, great, I got a D.
You got a D in minus 11.
Yeah.
And when you circled them, how many did you circle? Did you think it was more or less?
Usually I circle about 11 answers that I think I got wrong, or even more sometimes.
How many questions in the test?
There's usually 22 or 21.
Okay, so yeah, that's like half of the test that you're getting wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you're already taking a step there. Your goal, what is your goal then for the rest of the year?
My goal is honestly just to get A, B, and C's.
Nothing lower than a D, though, right?
Yeah, nothing lower than a D.
But you've already taken some steps to it. You've asked for extra help, and you've even asked your teacher before tests, like, to go over some problems with you. So he is helping you a little, but maybe there's a little bit more that you could be doing to prepare for tests at home.
Yeah.
So when you're in class, you take good notes, right?
Yeah, I take like half of my journals already filled in. Well, I have my twin sister; she's in the same grade. Not even half of her journals filled.
Are filled. So do you help her sometimes, or?
Well, she gets extra 20 minutes of math, because she gets really good grades in reading and writing.
So it's the opposite for you?
Yeah. And her, she just needs like a lot of help in math.
Mm-hmm.
Science, she's doing well. We get one grade that defines our whole science grade. We only have one test.
One test throughout the whole year?
No, we have one test each month.
Oh, okay.
Each month about science, and that defines our grade.
For like the quarter?
Yeah, for science. We don't do science that often. We do math.
More math than science?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you do take good notes then. How do you said you study at home by going through your notes before a test?
Yeah.
Is there other ways that you could possibly do that instead? There's other methods of studying. So maybe you could create flashcards, or you could even work with your sister. I know that when I was like in high school and undergrad, I used to study by studying with a friend. And now you have your twin sister in the same grade as you, so you could study with her. We would go off, me and my friend would go off by reading our notes. We would ask like, oh, what is this? And the other one would give us the answer. And if we couldn't figure it out, we would give each other hints, and then we would get it. I feel like that really worked for me, working with a group of people or just like a partner.
Before we have the math test, he gives us like 15-20 minutes to review our notes that we had that day to study our notes with our table.
Mm-hmm.
And we just asked we asked the table what does so and so equal, or what does this mean, or yeah, on it, and then we do the test, but
You don't get good grades?
I don't get good grades because I overthink my answers too much.
Too much. Okay, so from what we've been talking about right now, your mom is obviously concerned about your grades, and you are too. You're concerned about your grades, and you feel a little bit anxious when you're taking tests before and after because you're worried about what your grade is. But you know you want to work through it, and you have been working through it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because although I get A's and B's
Mm-hmm.
and through the whole week, and then that one D or that one F gets me down to F or D or C,
Mm-hmm.
and then put a part.
And what did you say your lowest grade was right now?
My lowest grade was a D.
A D in what class?
In math.
In math. And the class that you said you try to get extra help in, right?
Yeah.
So you're already working to it. Have you tried to ask your teacher maybe for extra help after school? Or any other type of help that you could get?
Well, I have my friend Perla and Alice that has their phone numbers. I usually, the day after we have the test,
Mm-hmm.
I call them and I try to go over the notes as much.
Mm-hmm. The day after the test or before?
Before the test.
Before the test.
Yeah,
Okay.
I call them and I FaceTime them and I try to I ask them like what does what does something times something equal,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does your sister ever join in? Since you have her in the same grade, and she's learning the same things, right? Does she have the same teacher?
It's because we're too. Well, she's like still learning how to add and subtract decimals when we're already learning how to multiply and divide decimals.
Okay, so you're a little bit higher than her.
Yeah. The other two math classes in fifth grade are still in like adding and subtracting decimals,
Mm-hmm.
and we're multiplying and dividing decimals.
Okay. So let's say we work towards your goal of helping you get better grades. We could possibly ask your teacher and see what else he has to offer. What would it look like for you if you had good grades? How would you feel? How would life look like for you? What would your mom think? What would your dad think?
I honestly think my dad will give me like. I don't want to say he doesn't trust me because he does.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad gave me more like he'll open many more opportunities that I could have,
Mm-hmm.
and I already have because he took my phone away once because
Of your grades?
yeah, for my grades,
Mhm.
because I told him I got a D or something like that. Because I honestly think right now that I'm trying to honestly do my best.
Yeah. And I see you are. I mean, you are, but you are having a little struggle, which is okay. Everyone struggles now and then, but we could get the extra help for you. But you say that if you picture like you getting really good grades, your dad would give you back your phone and give you more opportunities to do things. What about how would it look like with your mom? Since your mom was the one that was most concerned, how would it look like with her?
Well, I feel like my mom,
Mm-hmm.
she'll let me like like let me go to my friend's house around
Mm-hmm.
because in the beginning of the quarter I went to my friend's house like most of the time, and then and now she doesn't let me go as often because I don't get any grades anymore.
Okay. So she tells you that maybe you're just not doing your homework if you go to your friend's house, right?
Yeah, that's what she thinks.
That's what she thinks. Okay. And then how would you feel like when you got good grades? Do you finally feel like you achieved your goal and you want to go higher, or
I feel like
you feel okay?
I feel like I get relief
Mm-hmm.
out of my back and out of so much pressure and not doubting myself as much as I do already. Because I honestly think when each time they give me a test, I think I honestly am going to get a D or no.
Okay. And this is every time because you get anxious, right? And scared when you're going to take a test. But is it just for math though? Do you get tests for any other class that you do better than you got?
It's honestly just for math.
Mm-hmm.
It's for math. It's science, reading, writing. It's all fine.
They're all fine. Your only concern is your math class?
Yeah.
Okay. But you feel like you can work towards your goal, right?
Yeah.
Like if you go home today, will you take maybe an extra time to study? Maybe like I told you, find a different way of studying. There's honestly different ways. You could, since your sister is like a little bit lower in class level as you could study how you said with the friend a little bit more, and maybe write out some problems. Does your mom or dad ever help you with homework?
Well, my mom does, but my dad doesn't speak as much English.
Okay, so your mom helps you a little bit more?
Yeah. But she works like, she only gets off work 2 times a week.
Oh.
So I only get help from her each so.
And what days does she help you out?
Well, on the weekends, because the stuff that we didn't finish Friday, we need to do on the weekends.
So like the extra homework you get home? I mean, you take home?
Yeah, because right now I just need to finish an essay and stuff like that. But
Does she look over your essay and try to help you out?
yeah, she reads it. She reads it, and then if I have like something that I didn't write right, she tells me that I did it wrong or I spelled it wrong. Or there's supposed to be a period there, and there's supposed to be a comma there, and stuff like that.
Okay, but then after that you see that everything's good and you understand why you got it wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I see that you are willing to work towards this, right?
Yeah.
And we can definitely help you out if I talk to your teacher and figure out like how he can help you to get this grade that you want. You want a C or above. So you could definitely bring up that D to a C by the end of this quarter, right? How many more weeks do you have left?
I think we have a month or so before we get our report card.
Are you meeting with your mom this time when you go pick up the report card, or are they sent home?
The mom picks it up.
The mom picks it up.
Yeah.
So does that mean that he talks? Your mom will talk to your teacher?
Yeah, she did it first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so basically, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, maybe we could talk about this next time. If you're willing to meet with me again, we could talk about how you've been doing for next week, and talk about like if you're still struggling with the class, what you've been doing different to achieve your goal. Because you said your goal was to get your grades up to A's, B's, and C's, nothing lower than a D, and you could definitely work towards it. It's a goal that you could definitely reach if you try. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, not really.
Okay. Thank you for meeting with me, Violeta. I hope everything goes good.